Syria, also known as the Syrian Arab Republic, is one of the countries in Asia bordering the Mediterranean Sea. Due to their shared geographical location, climate, and languages, a lot of their culture and cuisine are similar. We had an opportunity to visit a Mediterranean restaurant and try dishes commonly served in Syria.
First, we started off with crushed lentil soup, which is served with a lemon wedge and toasted pita bread. We also had falafel, which are fried balls of ground fava beans, chickpeas, onions, parsley, cilantro, and special seasoning served with tahini sauce. This popular dish is vegan-friendly and served with pita bread. Rex had the mansif, which is a dish made of lamb cooked in fermented yogurt sauce served over rice. I had a chicken shawarma sandwich. Chicken shawarma is a seasoned, slow rotisserie roasted chicken, classic street food.
Syria is currently embroiled in a civil war that has forced Syrians to flee the country and seek refuge in other countries, including the US. The war has recently received a lot of coverage through the media and the popular Facebook page, Humans of New York.
We set out to the IRC, the International Rescue Committee, here in Dallas to interview Daly Ryan, a caseworker that works with many refugees to learn more about how Syrians adapt to America and our healthcare system.
We have various programs that really start before a family arrives here. They're assigned a caseworker. Will help to set up, safe housing, furnishings, household goods and supplies, anything that a family who's coming to make their new home in Dallas would need. We also help with employment services. We help with health screenings, follow up on any health needs that families may come with. That includes, physical health, mental health, anything that they may need.
How do you think that they view healthcare?
With Assyrians in particular, I'd say it's not completely foreign to them, the way the healthcare system is here. They're very well accustomed to having their primary care physician where they go to for the routine, everyday care issues. And then they're aware of, certain specialists who take care of other more complex issues. I think it is a bit of an adjustment for them to learn how to work through the referral system, and at times how lengthy it can be, especially if you're on Medicaid or on a county health program. While they're familiar with the system of referrals and that it needs to happen, I think incoming refugees can initially be overwhelmed by all the bureaucracy that goes into it and how timely things can be, especially, like I said, if you're on public benefits, Medicaid especially.
What communication barriers are there, and how do you cope with them? Could you give us an example?
Yeah, the initial communication barrier is if a family comes in that doesn't speak English well. Syrian refugees typically do have some background in English, and really one of the first things that we help families to do is to get enrolled in an ESL class.
In a short documentary we watched, we followed the Farman family in their adjustment to moving to Canada as refugees and got a better feel for what kind of services the IRC works to offer refugees.
Similar to the IRC, this Canadian agency shows the Farmans all the basic necessities, but the struggle remains. It's never easy learning a foreign language, but the Farmans are persistent and aim to have it down in a year.
The strain of learning English after a lifetime of Arabic. This is a precarious time for them. Those here in Lethbridge who've worked with refugees see a pattern, an initial eagerness to be better than good, always on, always grateful, and then crushing exhaustion. Is it any wonder why?
Due to the war, most hospitals in Syria have closed down. Local pharmacies are unable to provide medicines, especially those for chronic disease states. For example, according to the WHO, there is a definite shortage in insulin. Incoming refugees will definitely need help getting their chronic disease states back in control.
After the completion of this project, we learned so much. And one thing's for sure, the Syrian refugees sacrifice everything they have to live in peace and the pursuit of happiness. As healthcare providers, we need to do our best to show empathy, kindness, and understanding.